What's up, guys? Ep.54 here, and this is episode 54 of my Road to Glory. And this episode, we're going to be playing 2 tournament games, and that's it because I have a story to tell you about the second tournament we're going to be playing, and it relates to the title. So, first game, we're going to be playing the Saudi Arabian League Team of the Season. It came out on Friday, I believe that was June 6th, and EA released it for the weekend, basically, similar to the Football League Team of the Season. And this hit everybody with surprise. They were like, why did they release a Saudi Arabian League Team of the Season? In my eyes, it's kind of cool for those people that actually like the leagues and fans of those players. So it's pretty cool for them to have Team of the Season cards available. Other than that, the tournament was very, very disappointing. All the other Team of the Seasons required you to have a team full of those players from that league, and that's it. That's nothing more, nothing less. But this tournament only required you to have 6 in the starting 11, and that meant that you pretty much can have whoever you want on the rest of the team and whoever you want in the bench. So I came across, of course, Robin, as you see right there. This is the final, by the way, and a bunch of other good players. So I had to build a team that had some good players in it, with, of course, the 6 Saudi Arabian League players. And that's what I did. I found a team on Foothead and built that, and I played pretty well. Didn't play amazing, and my mentality throughout the tournament was, I'm not going to sub on 3 players because I can be very sweaty and sub on like Doumbia and stuff like that. Speaking of Doumbia, he opens up the score sheet for us in the 45th minute right there. Very nice chop and shot from him. So my mentality was, I'm not going to bring on the subs unless somebody brings on the subs against me. And that happened a lot. In the semis, in the quarters, even in the first round, I had people pause the game as soon as it started and then bring on some 3 sweaty players. And it's just so frustrating when EA puts out tournaments like this, because it takes away from what fun it is to actually play with those players. Because if you only require 6 Saudi Arabian League players, that's already 5 positions that you lost with players that you could have put in there. And 84th minute, he pulls the goal back with Robin, and that was, at that point, I thought he was going to come back, because it's happened to me a lot recently, and I'll tell you guys more about that later. So, like I said, it takes away from the fun of actually playing with different players that aren't usually as good as the gold players. And then when you do subs, you take away 3 of those, and you only have 2 left. Well, no, 3 left, because it's 6. So it's kind of one of those tournaments. It's pretty much the Gold Cup in my eyes. Doomy gets the game winner right there. Very lucky for us in the 90th minute. That game was very tough. That guy defended pretty well. I got lucky that I found a spot right there in the 90th minute. So it pretty much takes away from the tournament. And if you think about it, it's kind of like a Gold Cup with 3 Saudi and Arabian League players. So whatever. I'm done with the tournament. I completed it and I'm done. We get the 7,000 coins. We're gonna go ahead and open the 50k pack and see what we get in that. As you guys remember, last episode we got Team of the Season Sanchez, and now we get Team of the Season Aubameyang. Just like that. Go ahead, open the 50k pack, and I can't believe my eyes. 2 consecutive packs we've packed Team of the Season. That is insane that we got another Aubameyang, and one of the sweatiest players in the game. Like 99 pace, 90 shot. That's crazy. And we also get that Russian league goalkeeper, of course, but he's not really worth anything. And of course, I have to keep the pack. This time around, I can't sell the Team of the Season player because it is untradeable. Not going to complain, though. We're going to slap on Aubameyang into the Bundesliga team that we have right now to go ahead and play the Bundesliga tournament. And what happened was, we get him again. That's what happened. We get him again. And you guys are probably wondering, wait, what's going on here? What's going on? Basically, what happened was I went to penalties in the Bundesliga tournament. I lost in penalties, but I was team of the tournament, so I got the pack and the coins, but I didn't get the trophy. And you guys know my goal in this tournaments are to get the trophy. I couldn't care less about the pack, even though it is a nice little reward, especially when I'm playing Team of the Season players left, right, and center. But my main goal during tournaments is the trophy. So we didn't win that, so I said, you know what, we have to play it again. It sucks because if I made it to the final, which I did, it would be the 7th time. The 7th time I've made it to the final. I lost it 5 times. I lost it 4 times. Then the 5th time I lost it in penalties. And, well, the 6th time, which really was the 2nd or 3rd time, I was winning 1-0. I do a low cross. I'm about to score my second goal, and I pretty much I felt like I could have beaten that guy. And my Xbox freezes. So I just couldn't believe it because that was the third time I was in the final. The fourth time, I'm thinking, okay, this is getting crazy. Fifth and sixth time, I'm starting to doubt myself whether I can even win this tournament. And it was just the most frustrating tournament I've ever played. I don't know if you guys remember, but when we had to play the Ivorian Coast tournament, we lost the finals twice before we won it the third time. But this broke the record. This was the seventh time in the final. He has a great chance right there with Ramos and Son, but Son misses on the volley, and lucky for us, because I would have been so demoralized, if that's even a word, if he scored right there, because I was dominating this guy, and it's seventh time in the final, guys. He gets a great shot right there with Kevin Prince Boateng, and it's out for a corner. So as you saw, we got Aubameyang again. So that's crazy. We got 3 team of the seasons consecutively in 3 packs because I don't really open packs on my own. And we got him again. So we had to discard him because, of course, he was untradeable. And it was one of the hardest things I've had to do, discarding a team of the season player. It hurt a lot, but it was the only option. It was either that or swapping him with the one in my club, which made no sense really. But right there, Aubameyang shows a sheer pace right there. Gives a great little tramp to Robin, and right off of that, I paused the game, do some subs because I like to do subs around the 60th minute to get some fresh legs in there, and that's what we tried to do right here. As you see, we're gonna bring on some players. I thought about switching formation, but I said I'm doing okay with this. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Actually, I do switch it. I switch it to a 4-3-3-2, which is pretty much what I had, except the cam turns into a center defensive mid. I wanted to play a little more defensive because I didn't want to concede because it was only the 60th minute, and of course this guy could come back. So we bring on Lam right there, and we take out, I'm not sure, but we play more defensive players right there. And I only do one sub, I think, because I do more subs like later on in like the 75th minute. So yeah, this is the 7th time in the final. We're winning so far. Things are looking good. Hopefully the Xbox doesn't freeze or anything crazy like that. So as you saw right there, we brought on Lam for Gundogan, and I didn't get to see the other sub, but it was, I'm pretty sure it was all midfielders that I brought on, and that is that. So you guys are probably wondering, how does Aubameyang play? It's probably the question that's been going through your mind these past few minutes since I packed him, and I'm gonna be honest with you, he was a letdown. Uh, he's really fast. Of course, you'd expect that at 99 pace as he gets the winning goal right there. 99 pace, but he didn't seem as fast as his card says in my eyes. Every time I came across somebody that had Boateng, he would literally be in Boateng's back pocket. Boateng would catch up to him. He would outmuscle him. This is normal Boateng that I'm talking about. He had him in his back pocket. Aubameyang couldn't do anything. The pace, I just didn't feel it. Maybe it was just me. Maybe I have to play him with 2 striker formation to help him out a little bit. But he just didn't play too great in my eyes. His shooting, it's okay. He's really good at heading, which is surprising. We go ahead and open the pack right there and get absolutely nothing. So I think it's time that we stop packing team the seasons. But anyways, guys, this has been episode 54 of My Road to Glory. My name is Pibadid, and I'm